Hi there, and welcome to this little episode of The Magician's Advice Recommends. In this episode, we're going to talk about one of my favourite books, and I highly recommend that you go out and check this out. This book is called Hiding the Elephant, and it's by Jim Steinmeyer. So check that one out. You'll notice this copy looks very dog-eared and battered around and bruised. It's probably about to need a replacement, to be honest with you. I've read it that many times and thumbed through it that many times. I've made loads of annotations, notes, stuck in my list of sticky notes. The spine is nearly about to give up, and I think that's always a good sign of a good book. You can have the best books on your shelf back at home, and you can look around the room around you, it looks glorious, but if you never actually read them and you don't sit down and read them, what's the point? Well, what's the point of this book? This book is a wanderance through history, taking you from the times of the Davenports and the Fox sisters, all the way up to Houdini and up to the times of like David Devant towards the end. And it takes you through their routines that they did, the type of effects they performed, and why they were so famous and why they made history. As a magician who performs nowadays, I love looking back at this and thinking, what made these people so famous? What were they doing right in their publicity or in their performances? How can I try and emulate that? How can I try and be a bit more similar to that? As you look through, you can find all sorts of stories. You've got the Fox sisters there and their spirit communication at the very start, and then how that unfurled. You've got the likes of the Davenports and their spirit cabinets, and how they did their spirit cabinets, and the sort of audiences they pulled together in houses and in stately homes. You've got Pepper's ghost, how Pepper created the ghost on stage and how that works. You'll notice Pepper's ghost is used a lot nowadays on theatre productions, and that's all in here, the history of that and how it works. You've got the Houdin and Houdini stories and situations in there, and it even goes into how Houdini tried to hide an elephant. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was Houdini. I need to recheck that in a moment, just to make sure. So how Houdini hid his elephant at the end. In here there's loads of quotes from the magicians and from their thoughts and their ideas at the times. So for example, here's one. Jarrett knew that people recognised hokum when they saw it, but they appreciated top quality hokum, and he felt strongly most magicians underestimated the intelligence and taste of their audiences. Little things like colour in. Why did I like that one? Because that person there is saying the audiences know it's not real. They appreciate it's not real, but they appreciate top quality hokum being falseness. So when it's false but it's a high quality, they enjoy that. A lot of magicians, we think the audience is all fooled by everything. They don't know where the lady's gone when there's a big box on the stage, but really the audience has got an inkling. What they appreciate is not the being fooled, they appreciate the high quality element of being fooled. And this book is full of pearls of wisdom like that, just sort of hidden away into the stories. We've got magic only works on the scale of a human being, which in my mind means that it involves something between the size of a collar button, which a performer can hold in his hand under someone's nose, or an elephant which a person could stand next to and still be seen, giving the impression that he's actually involved. And that article in there and that comment is all about, if you take it grander than that or smaller than that, can you really show that you're involved as a magician? Can you really bring the audience in? I know we've got people like David Copperfield that have banished the Statue of Liberty before. Would you be able to perform that normally as part of your set? Or would the audience just think it's so far disattached from you that you're not actually part of it? You need to be doing magic with things that we can actually see, we can feel, we can tangibly hold on to. And that's the idea there. This book's full of loads of little ideas, loads of quotes from magicians throughout history and the stories of what they got up to. I really like this because it gives you an idea of magic weaving its way through history, how it's changed over the many years, how it's been perceived by the audiences, and the different sort of environments that it's been performed in. I would highly recommend you check it out. It's quite an easy read, not particularly long. It's got 400 odd pages in. Yeah, about 400 pages in it. So it's an easy enough read to do, and there's some nice pictures in the middle if you really want to see some classic magicians doing their things. Well worth checking out. That's our recommendation for this week, Hiding the Elephant by Jim Steinmeyer. I'll go and put my teeth back in. Thanks very much for tuning in to The Magician's Advice Recommends. If you want to find out more about the Magician's Advice podcast, or our merchandise or our affiliate programs, then please check out the links below. All the details are underneath this video. See you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.